Hey there, everybody. I just watched Gundam GQuuuuuX episode 4, and it was a doozy, and I have some thoughts about it, so let's do the thing and talk about it. So, our episode opens with Shalia Bull, who is quickly kind of becoming my favorite character of this series, which is kind of strange, because when it started out, I thought that Shalia Bull was honestly going to just be like a cameo for episode 1, but no, he stuck around. I mean, he's not in this episode very much. I think only like at the very start and very end, but that's a lot more than I thought, and he's pretty cool. You know what? I like Shalia Bull's style, I have to say. I wouldn't go for that haircut and mustache combo myself, but the man is slick. So Shalia Bull is keeping track of Machu's clan battle progress, and they're all saying that they want to get the GQX back because the GQX and the Red Gundam have teamed up, and the two Psycommus have a chance of resonating and causing a Zek Nova, which, if you remember, is what basically killed Char at the end of episode 2 during the Battle of Solomon. We also get a little bit of Zeon background information here, with characters talking about how there might be a potential conflict brewing between Kycilia and Giran, so perhaps in the future of this series we might see like a Zeon civil war. That would be kind of interesting, though if that's going to happen, it better get a move on. What I can't really figure out with this show, and it's kind of stretching my suspension of disbelief a little bit at this point, is like, if they want to find the Red Gundam so bad, and if Shalia Bull and the rest of the crew of the Sodan want to find the GQuuuuuX so bad, like, why don't they actually fucking look for it? Like, honestly, they're watching the clan battles on TV or streaming on Twitch or whatever it is, and they can't go out and like shoot a GPS tracker onto it and follow it back. I mean, Shuji keeps the Red Gundam in the sewer, so like it's kind of weird to me that like literally no one has even tried to just like follow them and like find out where they're going, because all these clan battles take place in space around side 6, so like no one has just sent one of those really dark colored MP Zaku's outside to like follow them back and see what like hatch they're using to get back inside the colony. It's just a little strange, and like it just seems weird, because if someone stole a tank from a museum or something and somehow it was armed, and a bunch of people started stealing tanks and like broadcasting tank battles on Twitch, I don't feel like the government would just be like, there's nothing we can do. Maybe they would, I don't know. We get a scene with Machu in school, and we kind of get our suspicions confirmed that she's just sort of a bored teenager. She's kind of listless, right? Like, she doesn't really care about school. We see that she does like some aptitude test for career placement, and her mom yells at her because she wrote that she wanted to be a jellyfish, and her mom's like, you fucking idiot, take this seriously, like go to college and get a job. And she's like, I thought I could be anything I wanted to be, because she's a teenager and she's just like kind of got a shitty attitude right now. Also, I did think it was kind of funny how like when she's in school, her friend is playing slot machine gambling on her phone and is like, don't worry, I stole my mom's account, she'll never find out. It's like, man, this show is pretty realistic sometimes. I have to say, while I do have like a pretty good amount of criticism for how this show has gone so far and how it's going now, the art style and the lighting has remained consistently great. There's a scene where Machu is like in her room, and the way they light her room is so like cozy and nice looking, it just makes me want to go to sleep. This is also an episode where Nyan does like literally nothing again. She shows up for a scene, I think, and accepts another job as a courier, and it's mostly just to show us that like the courier contract guy asks if she knows anything about the Red Gundam or have heard any rumors, because there's like a huge bounty out on it. So maybe they're setting up a thing for in the future Nyan will like betray them and sell them out for money, because needing money is sort of like a big thing for both Nyan and Shuji. We see that Shuji basically just like lives in the sewer and like scrapes by and barely eats unless Machu brings him food. Shuji is just a really weird character, and he doesn't, I'm getting some vibes from him where like, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he's like a real human. Like, he could literally be like a manifested Newtype anomaly, like Jedi midi-chlorian baby that the fucking Gundam birthed. I don't know, man. Gundam's weird. I would not be surprised if there was like Newtype immaculate conception and the Gundam just like squirted Shuji out. I shouldn't say that. So the major conflict of this episode is a new character shows up, and her name is the loud-ass motorcyclist at my house. Her name is Shiko, and she is known as the witch from the 1 Year War. So she's basically like an ex-Federation ace pilot, and they have a really weird-ass name for ace pilots. They call her a unicum, which you can't do that, man. So Shiko wants to fight the Red Gundam and kill its pilot because in the 1 Year War, Char destroyed her Mav while he was piloting the Gundam. So she wants to get revenge. Also, Shiko's really weird looking. She has that bright Noah thing where she doesn't have any whites of her eyes. She just like has the irises and pupils. And it looks really weird in this art style when she's standing next to characters. Like when you have the original Gundam and Zeta Gundam art styles, you kind of get used to it. It doesn't really stand out, but there's kind of a reason they changed that. I think they gave him whites of his eyes in CCA and unicorns. So yeah, it looks really strange. It kind of took me out of the show a little bit. Like it looks like her eyes would really hurt. So Shiko signs up for a pro-level battling team, which is backed by a PMC, essentially. So they've got, like, high-grade tech and weapons, and it just kind of is funny that there would be a pro-level team for an illegal sport. Like, maybe they mean pro-level as in all of the pilots are veterans from the war, but it just kind of stuck out that would be really strange. Shiko flies a Gelgoog in GM colors, which is pretty cool, and they explain that the Gelgoog was the first Xeon mass-produced unit that uses the Gundam specifications, so that's really neat. It's really cool to see the recolor, and I think the Gelgoog's redesign looks okay. Like, I would like to see what it looks like in the normal colors to compare it a little bit more. Basically, Machu gets her ass kicked the whole time because she's just completely outclassed by Shiko. So it essentially just ends up being Shiko and Shuji fighting each other for most of the battle. I have to say, I don't know if I really loved this battle. Like, it still looked pretty good. But at this point, I'm kind of getting tired of the fights just being in space with nothing around them. It probably helps that they don't have to like do backgrounds and they just use those like speed lines and colors. They used a lot of red in this episode, but yeah, I guess you can't really do the clan battles in the colony, but man, just something would be kind of nice for some visual variety. One of the other reasons I didn't really love the action in this episode, don't get me wrong, the action looked really good, by the way, like the animation's still really, really good. But Shiko uses this technique where she like shoots out this little grappling hook and she hooks on to the Red Gundam and is able to like swing around him, but she's doing it so fast that it looks like she's like doing the flash step from Bleach. I don't know. It's like this episode's action was a little bit too shonen for me, if you know what I mean. And I love shonen. I'm watching through Bleach for the first time right now. I've rewatched Dragon Ball a million times. I'm a shonen idiot. So I really like that stuff, but I just, unless it's something like G Gundam where the whole show is like a shonen style show, yeah, I just like the battles to be a little bit more tactical and a less like nothing personal teleports behind you, kid, which Shuji actually does in this episode too. He taps into his super Newtype powers and like teleports behind Shiko, and I actually laughed out loud because he like cross dissolve just fades out of the darkness behind her and he blows her up. Like he just stabs her through the cockpit and kills her. And it's kind of emotionally manipulative because we learned earlier that Shiko has a family and a kid, and it's supposed to be this lesson that she's so determined to like kill the pilot of the Red Gundam that she throws away this life that she has. But at the same time, Shuji could have just cut off the Gelgoog's head and not killed her. It sort of frames it like it's Shiko's fault for being so obsessed. And yes, she does have some burden of blame on her for being that obsessed and leaving her son and husband to come and do this. But at the same time, you literally didn't have to kill her. And, you know, obviously I think the show's setting us up to show that Shuji is kind of fucked up. Like, I already called him out for sniffing necks, but now he's murdering people, so that's great. I do like how Machu just has like a horrified look on her face, but her inner monologue is like, this level of determination that Shiko had is what is required to get close to Shinji, and I want to get close to Shinji, because Shinji wants to go to Earth, or I'm sorry, Shinji, like he's from Eva. Shuji wants to go to Earth, and that like makes Machu completely infatuated with him because she just wants to get out of the colony. And I'm calling it now. He wants to go to Earth because the Red Gundam wants to go to Earth to find its rose, and I think that Char's Force Ghost spirit is still in the Psycom U unit. Like, I'm calling that. So overall, this wasn't a terrible episode. Like I said, the action was not my favorite, but I do like some of the developments that happened. I think Shiko was kind of a cool character. It was a little abrupt to like introduce her and then build her up and kill her off in one episode. It's really feeling a little rushed, and that's just the downside of this being a 12 episode show, unfortunately. I kind of like how Shuji is sort of a monster. Like, that seems pretty neat. I wonder how crazy things are going to get and how far he's going to go in the future, and how much Machu is going to put up with before she realizes that, like, maybe she shouldn't get involved with this guy. It looks like this show is going to be them heading to Earth, but I'm totally not sure yet. I really don't know where this is going to go, to be honest. But I am looking forward to seeing. I do have to say I honestly don't really like any of our three main characters. Shuji, like I said, he's kind of a psycho at this point, and it's hard to like pin him down because we don't really know much about him. Nyan literally hasn't done anything for like 2 episodes, and she has less backstory than Shuji at the moment. And Machu I just don't really identify with her. Like, I understand the being a wistful, restless teenager thing, but she has like a nice house and a mom that cares about her, and for that to be the Gundam protagonist, where she doesn't have a ton of adversity in her life, like compared to other Gundam pilots like Camille and Amuro, who like literally their parents die in front of them and shit. Like, I don't know. Right now she's just kind of coming off as the snotty, bratty teenager that just wants to rebel against anything because they're mad at the world, which can be done, and that's how Camille starts out, honestly, and he's one of my favorite Gundam characters because of his development. So we'll see, but as of right now, she's certainly not my favorite character, and I don't really identify with her too much. So you'll have to let me know down below what you thought of GQuuuuuX episode 4. Looks like they're really playing into like the Newtype storyline with Shalia Bull saying like maybe the reason Newtypes are so full of hatred all the time is because they constantly kill, and other characters proclaiming that Newtypes are just Zeon propaganda, or things like Shiko like kind of being a Newtype but like denying it because she hates them. It looks like we're gonna get some more a deeper look into more Newtype stuff and people's feelings about them and how they've been affected by Newtypes from the war and the post-war stuff. So I think that'll be interesting. I know a lot of people like don't love the Newtype stuff. They like the more mechanical, mecha grounded stuff, but this show is obviously not going to be that. Not after the Naruto whatever the action was in this episode. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed these vlog episodes, and I will see you next week for episode 5. Until then, be sure to check out the Martian Successor Nadesco retrospective review episode I put up yesterday. You can find that on the main channel, and go over to the gaming channel to check out the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Let's Play, as well as some Mass Effect and Chrono Trigger. So I will see you guys again very soon.